I love black women, but I hate phoniness, and black women excel in phoniness. Women in general are pretty damn phony. You know, the fake nails, fake eyelashes, fake hair, fake breast, fake chest, fake all this. What was your journey like? Now, and I'm presuming that you were raised permed out. I don't know if this is the case, but based on my analysis of black folks, you were raised permed out. What was your journey to becoming natural?
Well, since I'm older, not only was I raised permed out, I was raised jerry curled out. I had a
Oh,
jerry curl
damn. That era.
up until I think it was the 8th grade. So what it was like to my natural journey, I think I just got tired of lying. I can't really remember anything other than feeling like I was suffocating. I remember having a quick weave, and that's when they gel all of your hair down, and then they glue the tracks on top of that, and so you can have just a totally different hairstyle. I remember feeling like I'm suffocating. And I remember feeling like I'm tired of lying. I want to be who I am. And I went to my hairstylist, and as she took it out, I said, cut it all off. And she said, are you sure? And I said, yes, cut it all off. And before she could ask me again, she took the scissors and she cut it all off. And I remember looking in the mirror thinking, ooh, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
It took some getting used to, but I felt freer and I felt more honest, and I felt like I was ready to actually live life authentically.
Now, one lie I hear that I'm pretty convinced of is you hear a lot of black females say things like, black men don't like our natural hair. And for me, it's the only way. I've heard women lie and say, oh, he don't like black women. I love black women. It's just hard to find any of them because you guys want to look like bad versions of white women with your Beyonce blonde wig or you permed out. It's like, I'm not going to deal with the raggedy version. You heard me? If I want to get some straight hair, I get it from a chick. It grow out her scalp like that. And so I've never met a black man who told me like, oh, damn, bro, look at Shorty wig. Her wig is fine. And I've never heard that in life. Do you think that what is your perspective as a black woman? Because I really don't know how, it comes to you, being a black woman who is both unnatural and natural from a hair perspective. What do you think black men actually like or prefer?
I think black men like natural hair and also confidence. I think women are lying when they say, oh, black men don't like natural hair. No one hates natural hair more than black women. I don't even get up and think, I wonder if he's going to accept my natural hair, or I wonder if I don't ever think that, because I am presenting myself real as who I am. And so I expect anybody that I'm around, be it a black man, white woman, to accept me for who I am. When you hear a lot of women claiming that, oh, black men don't like it, it's really just them lying. They don't like it. When you hear black women start insulting each other, if they come and try to insult me, the first thing they're going to say is Miss Seeley, or some, your nappy head or something. Right. Black women are a lot more harsh about black hair than any man or any other race could ever be. And so really, they aren't comfortable with who they really are, because if they did, they wouldn't feel the need to get up and put on somebody else's hair. They wouldn't feel the need to have to put on 2 pounds of makeup. They think they're ugly, but they constantly say, we are black excellence or black girl magic. Well, the magic needs to be abracadabra. Let me see who you really are. Because all of this, I love the skin I'm in. You don't, because you're constantly changing it.
Right. I'm going to get some goddamn sound effects next time you come on. Well, press a sound effect after you drop it like that.
Okay, we have George K came in on Cash App with tuition. It looks like he was in on the last stream too.
Yeah, shout out to George K, really supporting.
We have Robert sent a Cash App. He said, this is for you, I believe, Shemeka. He said, do you think black women are more promiscuous than other races?
I definitely think we celebrate it more. I don't know if we're more promiscuous, but we are the race of women that think it's cute, that think it's okay, that, will tell each other hey, just F him,
Right.
go and get yours, don't let him make you feel bad about your sexuality. We definitely put it out there a lot more than any other race I know. And we actually promote degeneracy more
Yes.
than any other race of women I know.
You're right about that. And when you listen to the black female rapper, this is the most vulgar, disgusting person on earth. When you listen to what comes out of their mouth, and curiously, from my upbringing, being raised by Southerners, you kind of realize how racist your upbringing was. I remember I was first having a frank conversation with a white woman, and I was basically saying, I was like, white girls are promiscuous. White girls are down for anything. They down for whatever. And then she says, no, like I'm pretty sure it's the black girls that are promiscuous because they're the ones that are the single moms. Like they don't get married, so they'll just sleep with anyone for any reason. Like they don't care. And I never really heard it from the other side pushing it back on us. And you're right. I mean, whether they are or aren't more promiscuous, who knows? But what we do know is that there's a low rate of successful marriages. There's a high rate of illegitimacy in the black family. And then there's that marketing message that we hear constantly from the black female rapper. And you mentioned stigma. Stigma is something I agree with. And I'm not even going to lie. I think we're in a dire situation. Is there another level worse than stigma that we can take it to where we can stop some of these behaviors if we were organized?
This is something I've been asking myself because I just saw a video earlier today where someone was saying, it was a black woman actually, saying that they believe some of these rappers are plants, and saying,
Yes,
I
they
think,
are.
they've been, put here to kind of, I guess, be the last straw or the straw that breaks the camel back on how Black women are presented. And I do think that's a part of it. I also think that we have to acknowledge there's an appetite for it. And so
Yeah.
many times we like to point the finger without taking accountability. And so I think if we start taking accountability, like, there's an issue that Black women feel like, okay, I can get with anybody and just have a baby, not worry about whether I'm choosing to be with a man that's going to stick around and be a father, or even if I need his last name. I think we have to acknowledge that we have loose morals, loose
Yes.
values, and that
Yes.
we are not the women that our grandmothers or great grandparents, were. So I think that we have to start taking some accountability and stop pretending like things that are happening are not happening.
The lies. I agree with you there. And I know we're not terribly familiar with one another. And for those who are curious, I had seen a video of Shemeka Michelle on Instagram, and I was very much so impressed by your frankness. And I think it's important that women are able to speak to other women, because the moment I say it, then I'm a misogynist and I don't understand what it's like to be a woman, which are all lies. And I'm going to say what I'm going to say anyways. But to have women who are a good example, because the young females will not identify through Marquettdavon Burton. They'll look at you and they'll identify through you. They'll see your beautiful hair and they'll see that as the good example. And that's what made me want to reach out and have the conversation with you. Now, let me turn it up one level.